What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Steph growing in Zone 6B. If you are here for the first time, welcome for the first time. I thought I would just come on real quick to show you guys what I'm doing. I wasn't going to shoot no video today because I'm not feeling amazing, but I thought it was important to my process of what it is I do kind of in August, this part of the season. I'm in 6B, Ohio, and right around this time of year, my tomatoes require a little more maintenance. I've been maintaining them. They normally get some fungal disease that set in, and so I'll show you guys how I take care of it. So, first of all, this is one of my tomato beds that I am using. I spaced this pretty good airflow, but what happens is I started to get some fungal disease every year. So, do you see how this leaf has some brown spots on it? So this is the beginning of a fungal disease that happens, but then if you look up here, it doesn't have it. To give you a more extreme example, this is what this turns into. And so as I see this, what I do is do a full assessment of my tomato plants. Since it is time for fall, I say, okay, what am I going to keep? What am I going to get rid of? How do I clean up my beds so that I can then go ahead and plant in some fall crops? So here we are. Looking at this bed. When I assess a tomato plant, this is what I do. So first of all, I look at the plant. I say, okay, how bad is the fungal disease and how much is it producing? So I'm looking at this plant. It has some tomatoes here. It has some flowers here. Does it have new growth coming out? That looks good. It does up here. This growth looks good. Right here, it doesn't have any fungal disease. So that plant is great. It is still producing. So what I will do to keep my plant is I will take a plant like this, which is relatively healthy. And if you can see, I got to weed this out, but if you can see the stem here, I have pruned all the way up to here. That's fine. It's shooting out new growth up here. So what do is I take the plant and I take off all of the leaves that look like this. So if they look really bad like this, I'll go ahead and remove them. So like this plant, I'll remove it like that. But see how it already has some new growth up here, and it has a flower right there, flowers coming in. So this will be another plant that I will save. It's still producing. So, I take off those leaves, but I don't take off all of the ones that have fungus on them. I normally make either a peroxide and water or a baking soda water spray. Both works for me. Now, I will show you that I use, and I broke my sprayer just a few minutes ago, but this is the container that I use. You can get it from a hair store, you can get it from the dollar store. That's what I use. So, you see this looks cloudy. I use this for my tomato plants. I use it for powdery mildew. If it's not bad, any kind of fungus, that's what I use. So what I do is I take this baking soda spray, and you really don't want to do this on like a super hot day. Don't wait till the sun is like beaming down on your garden and do this. That is not going to be a good thing. You want to do this when there's some shade back here. As you can see, there's nothing going on here. And you know what I do? I just take it and I spray my leaves. I spray my leaves This has never killed my plant. I will preface by saying that. Now, I am in no way telling you to do this. If you do it and your plant dies, listen, don't come for me. I'm not telling you to do this. I'm just showing you what I do. I recommend that you do a test spray. And, you know, I give my plant, I spray in time for my plant to dry out. And then I check it in a couple of days. Now, these leaves will still show fungus, but they will not show any wilt, and the fungus will no longer be active. And then I check for the new growth when it comes in to see if that new growth has any fungus on it. I may spray again if it does. You know, like I said, I give them a spray in the shade. The sun is not going to come up in my yard until probably about, I don't know, it's early, y'all. Probably about 12 o'clock or so. Let's say 12 o'clock. And so, since that's the case, I can go ahead and spray and it's okay. So, I go through all of these plants and that's what I do. I look at the plant. Is it still producing? Does the new production have fungal disease? Because if you let the fungal disease keep going, you know, it's just going to trail on up. Like even with this, I don't even take this whole, this has some fungal disease on it. I just go ahead and take that leaf off. I don't even take off the full leaf. I just take off just what I need. Now, if the plant only has like one tomato on it and it's not producing and there's no new growth, I go ahead and get rid of it. So that's what I'm gonna do with all of these plants. I think I have about 15 plants in this bed. I already did my other bed. And then, so the plants that I pull, that's how I make space for my fall crops. So this is probably a few weeks later. You can see no new fungus growth here. There's no new fungus growth on these plants. The fungus growth was at the bottom. Here you can see it has dried up. There's a little bit of a yellow halo around these. So I'll go ahead and pluck that one off. And the rest are like that too. So none there, none there. So that method does work. I just go ahead and spray the bottom leaves. I always get that fungus around this time of year. And yeah, when the new growth sets in, everything is all good. Even with this plant, see how bad it is on the bottom? And then you come up here and the leaves are yellow, but there's no fungus. And then on this new growth, there's no fungus here. So, yep, that's what I do. I'll go ahead and take care of the fungus. And then if it doesn't work, then I pull the plant. So like this plant here, it's not producing any longer. I'll pull it out. Way down at the bottom, I have some brassica started there from seed. So this plant doesn't need to be here. It doesn't serve any purpose. That's what I do every year around this time of the year to kind of keep my plants growing and my fungal disease down. I always get a bumper crop in August. For whatever reason, my garden, come August, is nothing all summer. And then come August, it want to show up and show out. All right, y'all. If you like this video, please hit the subscribe button. It helps me out a lot. And share if you so inclined. And I will see you guys on the next video. All right, y'all take care and bye for now.